Good morning. I hope you had a good weekend. We are on chapters 12 and 13 of Eerie Elementary today. We're going to start out with chapter 12, Beast from Below. It was opening night and the school auditorium was packed. Sam stuck his head through the red curtains and peered out. He saw hundreds of parents and teachers in the audience. He even saw his mom and Lucy's little brother. Students were changing into their costumes backstage. Antonio, as Peter Pan, was wearing green from head to toe, and Lucy wore a yellow dress as Wendy. Sam pulled Antonio aside. "I've got a feeling something really bad is going to happen," he whispered. "Maybe we should stop the play. We could tell Miss Grinker." Antonio cut him off. "Sam, everyone will think we're crazy. I'm still not sure we aren't." Sam sighed. He knew Antonio was right. "Besides," Antonio said, "I've got my lucky peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my pocket. What could go wrong?" Sam rolled his eyes. "Lucky sandwich." Before Sam could say anything else, the lights dimmed. The audience went quiet. The play was about to start. Lucy rushed over. She pulled Antonio toward the stage. "Wish us luck, Sam," she whispered as she and Antonio marched out on stage. Sam sighed. "Good luck." 2 hours later, Sam was smiling from ear to ear. He couldn't believe it. The play was actually going okay. Lucy was saying her lines perfectly, Antonio made an awesome Peter Pan, and the audience was clapping a ton. Maybe he had been worried for nothing. The next scene was the most exciting part of the play, the big finish. Antonio and Lucy were strung up on wires high above the stage like they were flying. "Sam," Miss Grinker said, "it's your turn on stage." "Oh, right," Sam muttered. He stepped out into the spotlight and began to say his lines. "I am Noodler, Captain Hook's friendly pirate, and I order you to—" Sam stopped. He felt something move below his feet. Rumble, rumble, rumble. With horror, Sam realized the school had been waiting for him. Now that he was on stage, the school was coming to life. This was it. There were some whispers in the audience. People thought Sam had forgotten his lines. But Sam didn't care about his lines. He cared about what he saw next. A trap door in the floor was opening. From up high, Lucy and Antonio saw it too. The trap door was opening wider and wider. It was like the wooden stage was suddenly made of rubber. Sam's heart pounded as he looked down into the darkness below. There he saw the true terror. Beneath the stage, hundreds of metal folding chairs were opening and closing like a set of giant, jagged teeth. And high above his hungry mouth, Antonio and Lucy were dangling on their wires. They were about to be eaten alive. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chapter 13, Worm Mouth. Swish! The big red curtains swished shut. The audience gasped. They could no longer see the stage. A closet door banged open behind Sam. Then the floorboards lifted up to form a slide. Miss Grinker and the other students tumbled backward into the closet. From offstage, Mr. Nakobe yelled, "Sam, it's happening!" He ran toward Sam, but the curtain ropes grabbed hold of him. The ropes flung Mr. Nakobe inside the closet too. The door snapped shut. Next, the lights went out. Only one spotlight stayed on. It was pointed at Sam, Lucy, and Antonio. "The audience can't see the stage and the teachers and students are trapped in the closet," Sam thought. "I am the only one who can save everyone." The chair mouth began to climb up out of its hole in the floor, like a worm, coming up out of the ground. Lucy and Antonio began kicking and screaming. "What is that?" Lucy yelled. Antonio thrashed on his wire, trying to get away from the huge teeth. As he swung, his lucky peanut butter and jelly sandwich slipped from his pocket. It fell down into the giant mouth. The sandwich splattered against the chair teeth. Sam got an idea. "I'll be back," he shouted up to his friends. "Don't leave us, Sam," Lucy cried. She was fiddling with her wire, trying to untie herself. "Just trust me," Sam said. He leapt over the giant mouth. Everyone in the audience gasped as Sam jumped out from behind the closed curtain. He sprinted out of the dark auditorium and into the hallway. When Sam reached the end of the hallway, he pushed open the lunchroom door. It was quiet and dark, but as soon as Sam stepped inside, the lunchroom came alive. The chairs shook, the long tables buckled up and down, and the ceiling lamps swung. A deep moaning sound came from a speaker on the wall. Eerie Elementary was howling. Moo! Sam needed to get into the kitchen, but every step he took seemed to make the school angrier. Packages of cookies exploded. Tables flipped over. Light bulbs above his head shattered. Suddenly, the vending machines began firing bottles of water at him. One blasted Sam in the chest, knocking him onto his back. "I'll never make it all the way to the kitchen," he thought, unless... Sam thought back to his training. He remembered Antonio telling him to use what was around him. Sam leapt to his feet, grabbed an orange lunch tray, and held it over his chest. He hopped up on a table and sprinted down the length of it. As he charged toward the kitchen, the vending machine fired more water bottles at him. Pow, pow, pow! The bottles bounced off his shield. Sam jumped off the end of the table, hit the ground, and rolled into the kitchen. Then he saw it. The one thing that could save his friends. That's the end of chapter 13. Tomorrow we'll do 14 and 15, and that'll be the end of the first Eerie Elementary book. I hope you have a great day today, and I will see you on Seesaw tomorrow.